Alright, hey everyone, welcome to another Wildwitch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Wildwitch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. That way we could create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. And tonight, we're playing D&D. This session features the Virtuous Fall, a campaign spanning across D&D's Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus, and the Chains of Asmodeus, chronicling our hero's hellish epic. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord where you can find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master and Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous, daring heroes as they were about to enter into a mysterious room. And we'll begin with an introduction for Haven.
It's not the restroom. Okay, I'm Frontboard, and I'm playing Haven. He's an elf like you rarely have ever seen before. He's taller than most, stronger than most. Some say his abs have abs. He has light, subtly gray skin covered with runic tattoos and a chaotic mop of red hair and reddish-orange eyes that appear to glow like embers. Now, it may have been mentioned in the past that Haven is an excellent smith, with his experience kind of belying his young age. It's evident in his expertly crafted weapons and the tools that he carries with him. What's less evident, however, is that he's also a skilled penman. He has an innate skill that seems to come almost supernaturally. Unfortunately, the skill stops at the pen. He has no talent for prose or poetry like the rest of his family do. But he's been able to make use of some of his calligraphy skills for odd jobs on his way to Baldur's Gate when he couldn't find ones that do require his muscle or metalworking. Who knows, maybe we'll see those skills come in handy again on this current adventure.
Who knows? Next up for our introductions, let's learn of Saren.
Hello, my name is Brent, and I'll be playing Saren Starseeker, an Astral Elf Divine Soul Sorcerer who has found himself dropped from the stars into the chaos of Baldur's Gate, and then found himself involved in a nefarious plot that went wrong. He is searching for purpose in this new place, and for one day, a way to return to the stars. This week's fun fact. Saren's responsibility aboard his family's ship was mainly actually focused on the finances. His parents didn't care much for worrying about money and preferred to pursue their artistic ventures or practicing swordsmanship together. This left Saren mostly to consider the means for which they would continue their journeys.
Alright, heck yeah. Moving on down our line, why don't we learn about Melioras?
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm playing Melior Grin. She is a beautifully dangerous drow gloomstalker ranger with steely gray skin and snowy white hair. This week's fun fact about Mel is, as I mentioned previously, she does have a twin sister, Alizaria, who is an artificer. So, growing up, they used to, you know, keep a watchful eye out for the other one. Alizaria was always the brains, and Melioras was the, I don't know if you can call it brawn because she's not very beefy, but she's more fast and agile. But that was the kind of dynamic that they had growing up. This is the longest she's been apart from her sister.
Maybe. And then last but not least, let's learn of Magda.
Hi, I'm Radiant, and I play Magda, who is a UNT pureblood blood hunter. She grew up being told no for most of her life. Not to touch, don't go there, stay back, stop asking questions and things like that, until she met these new friends, and they actually allow her to do things. So she's very, very excited, and well, she's kind of in a bit of a trouble right now, but that's not gonna stop her.
Speaking of trouble, why don't we dive into that? But before we get too far, I do want to let everyone know that chat has redeemed a +1 advantage, not +1 advantage, +1 to your armor class for the rest of the session. So you all will have that in factor. You also gain a +1 attack. Look at you guys getting all the little buffs here. So, Magda, you are
Yeah.
pushing open this door here. Melioras, you were disguised as the maid, and were following after Magda. And as you
Yeah.
guys...
I think I
Yes.
Sorry, I think I tried covering her by saying, "No, ma'am, not that door," or something.
I believe that is the case, but the
It's
door...
like the restroom was that way.
Yeah.
Or no, ma'am, don't.
Door does open, and you find yourselves looking at the kitchen. And immediately you see that there is the family Tressum that you had seen depicted in the parlor room in the painted portraits. Very much lounging and licking the whatever it had hunted earlier off of its paws, and looks up to Magda and Mel without much care.
If I step in just a little bit closer, what do I see? Oh.
You see the kitchen as it
Ah.
is, and in doing so, there is revealing of the kitchen staff, and he's already turning, very much, or she is already turning, sorry, and as she heard the call into this, and "Hey, what are you doing in my kitchen? Get out!" And she starts
Sorry.
moving.
Sorry. I thought this was the bathroom. And come back out. Ooh.
So and then that would have revealed through these. Kitchen windows. All right. So
Well, I come back and I go, okay, so that was the kitchen. Our friend is not in there. What shall we do now?
Can I try and beckon the Tressum towards us?
how?
Just patting on my thighs and bending over a little bit. Come here.
It looks at you, and then it starts cleaning its butt.
I have a question, Faye.
Yes.
Did it turn around to show us the butt when it started cleaning?
Like, it's like full leg outstretched. It's sitting on the ground.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
Magda, did you see any other doors through there?
When I looked in, there were just windows. Although, yeah, there were doors. I think on the wall that's directly across from us. But I don't. There's a one person in there.
Well, maybe we can ask if Amric has come through there. If he hasn't, then we know he went upstairs.
Do you want me to ask?
Sure.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Excuse me.
What did I tell you? Out of my kitchen! And she
I will.
starts
I just,
moving.
What? I just just had a question.
No questions, not in my kitchen. I ain't no sort of clerk, nothing. I'm a chef.
Yep. Okay. I'm outside the door except for my head.
And
Okay,
even with the head, she's like taking like a dishcloth and like waving it at you. Out!
Okay. My head is now back on the other side. Have you seen our friend walking through here?
I don't see no one coming through here because everyone knows better than to be in my kitchen while I'm cooking.
Okay. What are you cooking?
You don't look like a fan thumper to me. You'll get whatever's on the menu.
Yeah, but we may be staying for dinner tonight, and I was just wondering.
And then you'll get what I serve you.
Yeah, but I have some dietary needs.
Look.
I'm like lactose intolerant.
The Duke will let me know anything that needs to be taken care of your dinner.
Okay. Thank you. Looking forward to it. So she says no.
You all would have been able to hear that. The chef has no sound, like any sort of volume control.
Well,
She runs a tight ship. Appreciate that.
me as well. I think I almost respect it. Well, I guess that leaves the stairs then.
Is the Duke the mother?
Duke Van Thamper is the mother, yes.
Is that not
But
a
on
Duchess?
top of the
Whatever.
stairs.
Not in
Remember?
Baldur's Gate.
City.
But Sarah, on top of the stairs, there were guards. Remember?
How many did you see, Magda?
I saw like 5.
Don't you think we could take them?
Well, yeah, but if I start yelling, then all the other guards may come.
It's the only direction we've got left to investigate, isn't it?
Or we just let things be, and then maybe we just hope the girl comes back. I mean, I'll do whatever you tell me to do, but you know.
Well, I'm not from this city, Magda, but I think the whole city's in danger. Your family's here.
Oh. I turned to Mel and Haven. You guys think so?
City something.
Oh. Okay. What should we do?
Well, if we go up those stairs, it's a fight for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Us versus 5. Plus guards on all the grounds.
Well, we just had that fight in the dining room, and none of the guards came in from outside.
Yeah, but it wasn't a guard that was calling. It was the.
They still seemed like guards.
Are you willing to risk? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so is the plan to just slaughter everybody in this villa? Because I woke up this morning, it's not quite what I thought I'd be doing today.
Well, we don't have to kill them. We can leave them unconscious if we wish.
I don't know. I think it's still dangerous, but is it even? What do you want to do?
What's your goal, Saren?
Well, Rhea wants to speak with Krieg, and I don't think any of us want this city to go the same path as El Terrell. That's what the Van Thampers are trying to do.
You don't think she's speaking with Krieg now?
I think it's unlikely.
feel like this is bigger than us.
I feel like it's unlikely that if Krieg is here or not, that Amric would take someone there to see him, the missing leader of a fallen city, just because we asked. We made a trade, but it's an empty-handed one, and he doesn't know that yet.
Faye, how long has Rhea been gone for now?
Oh, I mean, maybe 10, 15 minutes. Not terribly long.
It hasn't been terribly long. I mean, the bathroom incident, the fight, the kitchen.
Yeah, it's not been so long.
Besides, I mean, the girl, we just met her. We want to go ahead and risk our lives for somebody we just met that we're not 100% sure is in danger?
She seemed more an ally than any of these Van Thampers. And if she can find Krieg and find out what happened to El Terrell, that might help us help Baldur's Gate.
I hear a lot of mights and possibly and maybe. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is my home and I do want to protect it, but I feel like this is bigger than us. And if it was just those 5 guards, okay, but there, I also don't know what's in those rooms upstairs. What if there are more guards up there?
Well, we didn't know what was beyond the rooms in the under the bathhouse. We came out of that okay.
Okay. Okay. I mean, you guys tell me what to do. I'll go do it.
Hey, can you remind me what we know? What happened to Elturel? Because I'm wondering if my BG3 lore and the lore that we've heard before in this game are starting to blur in my head. So I want to just clarify what it is that our characters know to date. What happened?
You know that El Terrell has fallen. You know that the uh, Duke Ravengard was on a trip out to El Terrell during its fall. You don't know if he made it to the city or what happened, but in that time period of Duke Ravengard going to El Terrell, he has fallen. Now, Rhea told you a little bit more about the able to see the companion go black before everything happened from her training a few miles out of the city. And is there anything else?
Did Rhea tell us exactly what she saw of the city?
I believe she said that there was nothing there. Let me double check.
The word crater is coming to mind.
Well,
Why would you laugh? That's upsetting.
don't worry about that. Yes, she told you that when she returned to El Terrell, there was a crater where the city once stood.
That's an ominous piano music.
Yeah, what a chord.
What a timing on that too. But yes, you know a little bit of the Hell Riders in the fact that Rhea is one, and recognize that they are warriors of El Terrell. El Terrell is a crater. There was something that went on with the companion, the great light that served almost as a second sun, and a bit of protector to the city, and that Thaddeus Krieg is missing, who is their leader, and rumored to be here.
And it's that leader that she's hoping to see.
Yes, Rhea.
That's why we're here. Okay.
Rhea wants to speak to Thaddeus Krieg to know exactly what happened at Elturel.
From everything we've learned, and from what Mortlock shared, and from what Rhea shared, things just seem to line up and point here. There's a lot of innocent people. There's family here. And if they've gone after one city, and they're targeting a second, what's to stop them from moving on?
Do you think this Krieg person is here in the Ventemverse because the Ventemverse and the Krieg are trying to do to Baldur's Gate what happened at Alturel?
If he's here, I think it's too
Think
much
you
of
would,
a coincidence.
you think he would do that to his own town?
I thought Mother Van Thamper wanted to be Archduke. Kind of hard to be Archduke of a crater.
Do we think that she wants to be the Archduke because she wants to rule the city, or because she wants to be in position of power to make the crater thing happen here?
Could be either. Could be both.
Because I feel like Mel's right. I mean, why would she want to be a ruler of a ruined city, right?
That's right. Then there must
Just
be
kind of,
another ultimate goal there.
just out of dumb curiosity, the reason why the brother was with the cultists below was because these guys hired the cultists to kill the brother, right?
Well, Mortlock was working with them, and then his brothers no longer liked him very much, and the cultists turned on him, it seemed.
Oh, so you don't think the cultists are working with the Van Thimpers?
I do. Mortlock said that the Van Tampers hired the cultists to spread mayhem and keep the Flaming Fist distracted while they carry out their plot.
In all of this, we only have his word for it.
Well, and what Rhea said.
Did Rhea say anything bad about the Van Thimpers, or that Krieg was with them?
She heard that Krieg was with them. And if they're bad and they're protecting him, either he's a prisoner or he may also be bad as well.
Like, we don't have enough information to go cause mayhem in this household.
Everything's pointing here.
They're associating with demons or devils.
Right. Amrek had a devil bodyguard.
Oh,
And the
yeah, I
imps.
forgot about that.
And the imps.
Okay, so the bad guards. Okay, so we want to go find Rhea and rescue her?
If she's even still alive.
If we go up and we find her and she is talking with Krieg, then what?
Well, then maybe
Then
Krieg.
Temper's
We can
done.
take Krieg and rally the Flaming Fist and stop whatever the plot is here. He should be able to explain more of what happened to El Terrell and what the Van Thampers are doing.
So you want to go ahead and get past the guards, not kill them, just in case. And check upstairs.
I'm fine with just leaving the guards unconscious. I'm not sure they'd do the same for us, but
Oh, probably not because they're loyal and we attacked their home. So probably they want to kill us, right? But in case we were wrong or we don't have all the information, they're going to be pissed if we actually kill the guards.
assault charges are better than murder charges.
Right.
You would know this. from
Thanks, Faye.
from your group's blackmail.
Right.
Haven shifts a little bit.
Out of curiosity, what happens if we go on the top of the stairs and go, Rhea, are you okay?
We
Is
could
that a bad
demand to
thing?
see them. We could demand to see her.
Yeah, we don't have to start right out in the fight, right? We can go upstairs and says, hey, did our friend Rhea came up here? Because we're worried about her. We need to see her right now, please.
Perhaps. We can see where that gets us.
Okay. All right, Mel, Haven. Do I have your permission to go upstairs and do that?
If you want to do it.
Mel?
Magda, you don't need my permission to do anything.
No, but I feel like we're in this together, and I don't want to do something or put people in a position they don't want to be in, because that's not fair.
I appreciate that. I would prefer trying to talk first, like you guys were mentioning, just trying to demand to see them before we unleash, all holy hell on the guards upstairs. And I think for the time being, I'm gonna stay looking like this.
Okay. Now, Saren, I
Yes.
don't mind doing the beginning talking, but I feel like you're much better than talking than me. Do you want me to go upstairs and start saying things, or do you want to go upstairs and start saying things?
I'm happy to go and try.
Okay, then I'll be right behind, next to you, okay?
Very well.
Okay.
Saren will make his way up the stairs.
Haven's gonna equip a shield.
Okay. Much like what Magda had seen before, there are guards present. And immediately upon seeing you, Saren, they start to reach for their weaponry.
Whoa, hang on. The housekeeper here, and I'll gesture to what Mel looks like, that said we could come and see our friend that came up here.
They look. Nuha is a bit mistaken. And the blades unsheath from the two that you can see most immediately.
We would just like to get our friend and leave.
I'm so sorry, they were quite insistent.
You should head back to your positions, and we'll handle our jobs here. They look to you, Mel, in your disguise. And we're gonna roll initiatives here.
Do you really have to, Faye?
Yeah, there's almost like the NPCs have their own operating order.
I think I'm very reluctant. I've never rolled a natural 1 for 3.
It's almost.
Don't say story dice.
No, I was like, it's almost like the NPCs have their own agendas. Alright, so that's gonna be Saren first. After Saren, it will be Mel. Then our guards. Then it's Haven and Magda. So, Saren. These two guards have drawn their weapons. What would you like to do?
Saren's gonna cast Blade Ward. And then to the guards, listen, we just need our friend and we'll be on our way. You don't have to do this. And I'm gonna take a step forward.
Okay.
I'll end my turn there.
Cool. The guard here, closest to the door, just narrows his eyes at you as you step closer. Melioras, it is your turn.
Hey, I guess I'll try and scooch past Magda and behind Theron and lead at the guard I can see. Please just let them see their friend. I just got this job.
Amazing.
I need this job. I love it. So I don't know if I can make some kind of a
I will say either performance or deception here.
I'll do deception. That's a 13.
I'll keep your 13 in mind. As the, as you plead at the guard flicks his eyes away from Saren for a moment, and I know you don't know everything about this place, but if you want to keep your job, you'll head back to your post, and you'll let us do ours. And as he says that, he's going to step forward. In the hand, not holding his short sword, he's going to try and grapple Saren, grabbing the front of your attire. So go ahead, roll either an athletics or an acrobatics check here.
It's a 16.
All right, 16. You're able to evade him, which pisses him off. You can see where he sneers, and the other guard is going to come in and try to swipe at you with the short sword that he has. But also misses. That's a 15. Or not a 15. 5. I don't know where I put the 1. But that's a miss. And that's it for the guards this turn. Haven, it's your go.
Could I see any of that from where I'm standing, like down and around the bend on the stairs?
Yeah, so, because the, this little double line here, that's like the barrister and all that stuff, so, like, it doesn't go all the way up. So, yeah, you'd be able to see where these guards are moving. It's just at a higher elevation.
I think Haven will first call up to Sarah and say, Corvus, can you see her up there?
All shut doors. Many of them.
I can't get through, can
I? You would be able to move through your companions, but you cannot end the same space as them, which is unfortunate because you can't move through enemy spaces without a feat, and they've kind of closed and surrounded areas.
Interesting. Let's move up behind Magda, and then I'm gonna take out a javelin from my, I don't even know, quiver on my back,
Yeah.
and like kind of point it at the guard that took a swipe at Saren and just say, if you try that again, you're gonna get the business end of this. And I'm gonna hold my action, my attack action. If that guard takes a swipe at Saren, I'm throwing a javelin at him.
Sounds good. With that, Magda, it'll be your turn.
Please, sir, I just want to go home. Andrea, let's go home.
All right. Do you want to make a roll for that, or are you just doing a little boo-hooing?
Oh, hey, 17 is pretty good for me.
Cool. I'll keep your 17 in mind. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Saren, it's your turn. You've got these two guys in front of you.
Okay. Can Haven see the guard on the left from where he's standing?
I assume
That
that was
guy?
the one that I was. Oh no, sorry.
No, I moved one accident.
Yeah.
Just the.
Yeah, you'd be able to see him.
That's the one that I'm holding an attack against because I think he's the one that swiped. I think he can't swipe at you because that's melee range. That's not melee range.
I mean, maybe not for you.
Nope.
Dang. Okay, Saren's going to say, I don't think they're going to let us pass, and he's going to cast Blade Ward again.
Okay.
And is it half movement to move through allies?
No. You just can't end in the same space.
Okay, and then I'm gonna, okay, then in that case I will scoot past everyone else. And I'll end here.
Alright, sounds good.
Is that guy gonna swipe at me?
He will not.
Okay.
Alright. Mel, it's your go. They, don't seem to be taking well to your friends, but they also don't seem to be hostile towards you, at least in this moment.
Mel is just going to look terrified. And then she's gonna rush down the stairs in the hopes of just carrying on this charade a little bit longer.
Okay. Easily done. The guard's turn comes up, and he'll move back to where he was, but the other one stays at the top of the stairs, looking down at all of you. And they seem to be holding their own, seem to be waiting, readying. And then it is Haven's turn.
It seems like we're at a still. So I could move through Magda if I needed to.
Mm-hmm. Or you wanted to.
True. I'm gonna move up the stairs. Look this guard in the eye. Take the dodge action. But I'm gonna
As-
say, okay.
As you come forward, his readied action to attack goes off before you can take
Okay.
your dodge action.
Fair enough.
And that is a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Alright. Now, I will say that because he attacked you, if you want to change your course of action here, you are welcome to do so.
Yeah, that's gonna change my course of action. I am going to. I still have the javelin in my hand, and so reacting to that swing, I'm just gonna instinctively stab at it with the javelin.
Yeah, go for it.
Get +1, so let's see. I believe a 9 will probably miss.
A 9 unfortunately does miss. And anything else from Haven?
I still would have a bonus action, huh?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stand my ground here and just stare him down. And I'm trying to decide if I want to say anything to him. You need to let us through.
When you become a Van Thampa family, I'll see about taking orders from you. Magda,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Are you hurting my aunt? Please. Aunt Rhea. Don't hurt my aunt. I just want to go home. Give me my aunt.
As you continue this, you hear the guard snap. If you want to leave, then do it!
Oh, I can't live without her.
Right. I'll keep your 11 in mind. Saren. It's your turn.
Can the guy in front of Haven make a deck save, please?
Sure. How do you feel about a 3?
That's a fail. It's 8 radiant damage.
Ooh, heck yeah.
Potentially non-lethally. I don't know what these guys are working with.
Well, they definitely seem to be working with the Van Thampers, since they
Thanks,
follow their orders. Oh. And, anything else from Saren?
No, I will stay where I'm at. I lied. I'm gonna move up the stairs.
Okay. Where do you move to?
Behind Magda.
Sounds good. Melioris. Things are getting a little bit more intense here. You've been hearing some of the conversation from the guards. What would you like to do?
Well, this seems to be like an open, like, banister type situation for the stairs. Like, I can see a little bit stairs.
Yeah.
Can I see the guard in front of Haven from where I am?
I'd say so.
Alright. Well, I don't want to get this lovely disguise all full of blood. So, rather than using my customary scimitars, I think I am going to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on that guard. And then I think I'm gonna shoot him with my longbow.
Heck yeah.
Alright. That's a 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Alright. So the bow does 5. And my hunter's mark does 3 for 8 points of damage.
Now, does Melioris go for non-lethal, or...
If I can, with a ranged attack, I would like to do that, but I wasn't sure of the logistics of that.
You know what? Why don't we leave that a little bit up to chance? I'll give you a
Okay.
I'll give you a D100 roll, and you want to roll above a 30 to make this non-lethal.
Hey, that's a 56.
All right, you're able to take him out non-lethally.
Okay. And I'm just gonna stay put for the time being.
And I'm just going to do that to mark
Blue
that we've got a person.
concentration, right?
I believe we said blue was concentration, yeah.
Okay.
With that, it is the guard's turn, and seeing that this guy has gone down, the other guard that was present here is going to rush in and move this guy back before stepping forward over to Haven, and is going to try and grab hold of Haven with a grapple.
Excellent.
So, Haven, if you could, please make me either an athletics or an acrobatics check here.
Pretty good at that. Usually. But I don't think a 2 is very good. I got 7.
Your 7 will beat out his 5, so you're fine. He doesn't get a hold of you, but he does attempt to. Haven, it is your turn.
If I grapple him, can I drag him through my companion's area?
I'm gonna say no.
Didn't think so. I'm gonna try and grapple him back anyway. We're gonna play a little slapsies here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. He tries to grapple, I dodge. I'm going to do the same thing. So we do athletics check on my side, right?
Yeah, it's athletics check for instigating.
That's a nat 20 for a 25.
Your 25 beats his 15. You get a hold of him.
Okay. And then I am going to use my movement to start dragging him back down the stairs. Where are you trying to take me?
I wasn't gonna take you nowhere. I was gonna throw you over.
I'm about to throw you over.
I'd like to see you
See who
try.
wins at that.
Anything else from Haven?
I don't think I want to do anything with my bonus action yet, and I've used as much movement as I can. So
All right,
that's it. That's in there.
Magda, it's your go.
So, Game Master, talk to me about if I wanted to cast Eldritch Blast on the guard.
Yes.
Can I do that without hurting Haven?
I mean, in all technicality, yes. Because of our server rules.
But can I like move or like jump up and down? Or,
So
like get between his legs?
So the thing is that you have visual on the guard. Even though it's like the miniatures take up that full 5 area, that's just your area of
Right.
influence is the word.
Right.
So you still are able to see the guard, which is why you have the to roll. Now, the only thing about Haven being in there is that because we're in our little traditional campaign, and you know it's a little bit more lax on certain situations. If perhaps you get a natural 1 and your hand slips, who knows what happens?
Okay. Well, let's
Wait,
not roll
you go
natural
for it.
one.
I'm here for that.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast. Okay, does 15 hit the guard?
A 15 just misses the guard. It goes
We have a
right
plus
over his
1.
shoulder. We do have the +1 to the attacks.
Oh, that means that hits, right?
That makes that a 16, which just hits.
Hey, that is fantastic. That's 2 points force damage.
All right. He grits his teeth as he takes the damage, but he's still on his feet, as much as he can be, being dragged around.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. With that, it is Saren, your go. There is threatening words being exchanged with one of your companions.
And that another guy just got shot.
Yeah.
Question, Faye. If I were to successfully use an ability that would displace a hostile target that a friendly target is holding on to, what would happen?
I guess it depends on which spell you are utilizing.
I'm gonna do it anyway. We'll just see what happens.
Do it.
I'm gonna move here, and I would like to cast Lightning Lure. So can I get a Strength save from the guard?
Yeah, totally. That is a 12 on the strength save.
Just fails. Okay, so he takes some lightning damage. I lost my page. Hang on, there we go. So he takes 6 lightning damage.
Oh, he's
And
taking more than 6 damage total this round.
And, and he is going to be pulled
Yep.
over the banister.
Which will incur fall damage. So as your lightning lure snaps around this guy and pulls, he breaks out of the hold of Haven, and as he falls, you hear this thud as his head hits the ceramic tile.
Oops.
He goes still.
Cool.
Amazing. Anything else from Saren?
So his body would be right in front of me at this point.
He's
Yeah.
non-lethally still.
Okay, cool. No, that's good.
I'm just going to... do a little...
Oh, that's amazing.
Alright. And then after that, it is going to be Meliodas' turn. However, we do have to cut to our first ad break. So, we will be coming back to pick up with Meliodas' turn after all of this. But before we head out, I do just ask that you let the ads run. They help us out a lot here at Will Witch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, you can always do so through my Ko-fi. Link to that is on screen and in our chat room. Donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community, benefiting everyone who play with us for the next month. You can check out the full list on our Discord, but a few perks are special companions, double treasure, double XP, a lot of fun things. So stick around. We'll see you guys very soon. Alright, we are back in action, and as we are returning, it is Meliodas. Your turn.
My turn. Hey. We're still in initiative order, I take it.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think. Do I get the impression that any of the remaining guards upstairs saw me attack the other guards?
Probably not.
Okay, so my cover's still intact. So I think I'm going to hold my action for if one of the other guards that I know is up there moves into my range of sight and attacks someone, I would like to shoot him, please.
Sounds perfect. As you hold that action, it is going to be our guard's turn, and you hear the footsteps of 2 figures running. Alright, so as they move in, the one that's standing over the barrier, you can see that both of these guards actually have spears, and they are going to the one over the edge is going to throw a spear down towards Saren, which will proc Mel's opportunity attack.
Okay. I cannot use a bonus action though. I can literally just fire my longbow.
Yeah.
Smoothly.
So it's just the action on this one.
Okay. Perfect. That's a 17 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
That is 10 points of damage.
All right, that is a heavy strike. It sends him staggering a bit here. I'm gonna give him disadvantage on his attack as he releases it down towards Saren because of this. Making that an 11 to try and hit Saren with the spear.
Just misses.
All right. He's looking real rough off. The other guard stands at a defensive area, eyeing Haven as he holds the spear ready. And Haven, it is your turn.
One second. All right, so there's two guards. One came up and threw one staring me down and one threw a spear.
Yeah, one staring you down and the other one threw a spear at Saren.
Okay. I'm gonna get right up in the thick of things. Haven is going to teleport with his face step between these two guards.
All right.
And I need them both to... I don't even know if it's a save. I think it's just they take damage. Let me see.
Your Summer Legend? Yeah, I think it's just it.
Yeah, they both take 2 fire damage when I
Alright.
arrive.
Cool. The one at the top, unfortunately succumbs to his burns.
And then I am going... I imagine that Haven still... Oh no, he was grappling, so he would have dropped the javelin at some point to grapple that guy, because he's got the shield in his other hand. So he would draw out... what do I have? A hand axe. No, I'm going to draw out my hammer and try and beat this guy senseless and do a non-lethal bludgeoning attack on the one that's still standing.
Yeah.
Although I know I just singed the other one to death.
Yeah.
Potentially. It's a non-lethal fire attack, alright? Just like a hot foot.
I don't think you can control that one. I'm sorry.
That's a 14 to hit.
14 unfortunately misses. And because of his held action, but he was facing away, his reaction doesn't go until after you've had the chance to swing. But he is going to try and strike you with his spear. But a 7 misses, you're fine.
Excellent.
And then it is Magda's go. Magda, a
Okay.
lot happened. A guy was pulled off the barister and smacked his head on the ground. Another got burnt to a crisp as Hayden teleported. There's still a fight happening.
Yeah. Well,
One's
That's
unconscious.
she was just like, oh, Aaron is a healer, and he's a really good guy, but he's kind of, not the strongest and whatever. And all of a sudden, you saw him like bring down a guard and boom, smack his head against the floor. It's like, holy crap! New respect. Go right over to the flank position. Which, okay, your turn, buddy. And I'm gonna go ahead and swing my short sword. That is going to be 30-20 to hit for 4 points of whatever that is, plus my 2 points of fire on top of that. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Saren, it is your go.
Is this guy next to me dead?
Yeah.
To the point where, like, spare the dying wouldn't do anything?
You're pretty sure that his skull is fractured at the very least by the puddle, and you may have heard the vertebrae in the neck break.
Saren's gonna turn around to Mel and be like, ooh, sorry. This other guard that's up there, How much elevated is that? Is that within 15 feet or no? Because he's back an extra 5 feet.
So he's 15 feet up and then 5 feet, like, in the 5 feet adjacent, but 15 feet up, so Pythagorean theorem
So-
something.
If I moved here, I couldn't pull him. He's not within 15 feet of me because of the elevation, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. No worries.
You could move to the top of the stairs, however, and pull him.
Well, I'm gonna move up the stairs. And I'll take a dex save from him, please.
Sure.
I was just gonna pull him on top of his dead friend.
Oh.
Soften the blow.
Yeah,
That's a 6 on his save.
that's a fail.
Not for nothing, but you could have said, "Hey, he was alive until you landed on him." You could've-
That's max damage on the Sacred Flame.
We're gonna do this similar to Melior's, is because magic's a little wily to try and control in a non-lethal fashion.
Theron's mostly trying. But
Yeah.
Sure, what do you got?
So we're gonna make this, because you are trying, but again, magic is a little wonky. We're gonna roll a D100 here, and I want you to roll above a 30.
Nope.
Oh.
You're trying at least.
It was so close to a 99, but nope.
So that's another figure that drops down.
Theron's gonna look over the railing. Ooh, sorry.
Why are you apologizing to me?
You didn't want to kill him. Magic's weird. Sorry.
That's
my turn.
Mouse is calibration is so off. I think I'm losing battery life in it. It is the guard's turn. No, it's Mel's turn. Mel, what would you like to do here?
Oh no. I guess. Can I look at Theron and be like, is there any other people up there?
Can I see around that corner?
No, but you remember where Magda said there were 5 guards.
That's 4 out of 5.
Okay. Well then I guess. I am going to do what I did last time and hold my bow shot for when I see the other guards.
Sounds
But
good.
I'm gonna maybe like move just to the landing.
Yeah.
I have a little bit more range of visual.
Totally fine. As you move towards the landing, keeping that range for visual, the guard's turn comes forward, and his last guard, spear out, rushes towards Haven. And as he's reaching this area, Mel, your held attack can go off.
Okay, and that's gonna be a 23 to hit. For 7 points of damage.
Alright. He's looking rough, but still in there, and then takes his spear attack with a 17 to try and hit Haven.
That'll miss.
Alright. And with that, Haven, it is your turn.
So he rushed in toward me. I guess to try and intercept him, I'm gonna try and just shove him down to the ground as he arrived to miss that attack.
Okay.
That's athletics on my side, right?
Yes.
That's a whopping 10.
10's better than his 9.
So he's now prone.
He is prone.
Can he take opportunity attacks from being prone?
He can, but any attack that he makes prone is going to be at disadvantage.
at disadvantage. I kind of want to just like step on his hand while he's prone, but I know that doesn't technically do anything. Just try and stand over him, intimidating him, and say, "We're looking for this lady's aunt. We were told she was brought up here."
He's going to spit at your feet.
Gross. This isn't a shoe sign service.
I'd like to whip out my. Oh, never mind.
Oh, I almost said a bad thing.
I would like to end my turn.
All right. And with that, it is Magda's go.
Okay. I would like to go ahead and step over and then go to the other side.
I mean, he's already
Yeah.
prone, so.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and take out my offhand weapon as well.
Okay.
May I lean down and put the sword in his throat and say, "Where's my Aunt Rhea?" And then if he does anything besides tell me where my aunt is, I would like to non-lethally hit him.
Okay. As you are doing that, he kind of struggles, and just out of the corner of his eye, I don't know anything. What you talking about?
Okay, may I... I don't... Tell me if this is too late, because I already said it, but I will... If I can, I will hold my action. If he attacks or does anything offensive, I will attack him, try to knock him unconscious. But I just look over at Sarah and goes, now what?
I'm going to say you can't change your reaction trigger, but you can always choose to not take your reaction.
Okay, sounds good.
So, with that, it is Saren's turn. Saren, you've got this, prone guard that, is kind of angry.
Can I run up and hit him with my longsword and try and knock him out?
Yeah, totally.
That's an 11.
An 11 does not hit.
No, wait. He's prone.
You have advantage.
Garner my advantage. 11 it is.
Yeah, unfortunately that 11 misses. And I will say, Mel, as we come to your turn, due to the angle that you're at, you do not have a clear line of sight at the start of your turn.
Okay. If I move up here,
You'll have a clear line of sight, but ranged attacks are disadvantage at prone targets.
prone target. Is there anything I could use as a bludgeoning implement nearby?
I mean, there's a unconscious body of a guard.
I don't think what was he using?
He had a short sword.
Okay, but I guess I technically have my scimitars. I just don't want to drop my long sword. So in that case, I think, do I have a spell that I can use instead? Not particularly. They seem to have things well in hand. I think I'm just gonna hold my action in case he stands up, and I'll shoot him.
And anything else on Mel's turn?
No, I'm just gonna hold.
Alright. It is the guard's turn, and the guard, guard's gonna try, and grab hold of Magda and flip her onto the ground in a sort of unarmed attack, situation here. So, we're actually going to do this similar to a grapple or shove check. Go ahead, roll for me either athletics or acrobatics here, Magda.
Okay, that is 23, please.
All right, you are able to shift away from the attempt to grab hold of you. And I will let Melioras decide if that would be... because that was an aggressive action, but he did not
Right,
stand.
is he still technically prone-ish?
He is-
Like, would I still have disadvantage?
You'd still have the disadvantage because he didn't stand. He was trying to get Magda onto his level.
I'm just gonna still stand with an arrow sort of knocked and just have the bow trained on him.
Sounds good. Haven, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try and knock him unconscious with my hammer. Still, you said he's still prone.
He
yeah?
is prone, yes.
Poor guy. That's a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Max damage, 9 non-lethal bludgeoning damage with my hammer.
Yes. Hammers are a little bit easier to control on the non-lethal. No need to worry about any sort of rolls here. He is unconscious. And that will mean the group is no longer bound by initiative. We'll just...
Can I listen carefully? Are there any shoutings or sound of people running towards us from outside?
No.
Whew. I look over at my gang and goes, wow, that was so cool. I look over at Sarah and going, whoa, you did some, you're, that's high. Don't ever be pissed off at me, okay?
Theron's just kind of like, ooh, yeah. It didn't go exactly as planned, but at least we can take a look around now.
Hey,
Yeah.
They struck first.
That's right.
They're the instigators.
Okay, so I have a question. I'm kind of surprised that nobody came open these doors to check up on whatever the sounds were. I almost am tempted to say because you know who looks like the maid, maybe she should poke her head in first, but that may put her in danger in case they're holding actions until the door opens. But I don't mind opening the doors either. So I mean, what do you guys think?
Well, if they heard this battle, then I don't think they're going to care who opens the door.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to open the door, or do any of you guys want to open the door?
You're a very
Okay.
good door opener, Magda.
All right. I'm gonna. Which one should I open? Okay, I'm gonna open this one because it's the closest. Can I hear anything from the other side if I put my ear to the door?
Roll for me a perception check.
Oh, that is natural 24, 20.
You don't hear anything on the other side.
Okay. I would like to check the handle and see if I can open the door very quietly.
Yeah. Go ahead, give me a sleight of hand to open that door quietly.
Oh, 19.
So what you see is an empty bedroom. Just do it this way. It is dark in here. There doesn't seem to be anybody. It's got a bed. There's a wooden chest with clawed feet, a night table, and
Okay. Is this a door?
Is there anything in there, Magda?
Just an empty bedroom.
There's no chest?
Did I see a chest?
yeah, there's a wooden chest with clawed feet.
There's a wooden chest with the clawed feet. Do you want me to go
Well.
look on it?
Well, this is a noble's house. Perhaps there's something useful hidden there.
Oh, I thought we were looking for Rhea, but okay.
Well, we may be also looking for evidence or anything against the Van Thamper family.
Okay, I shrug and I go in
Saren's
and
fault.
I look at the chest. Can I check to see if it's locked?
It's not locked.
Okay, I open it up.
What you see inside are very drab garments. Very much would fit someone the size of Mortlock, who you had associations with not terribly long ago. There's other few personal effects here that don't seem to have much worth, including a stuffed troll doll that seems to have been worn out over many years, perhaps during childhood.
Oh, it is so cute. There's nothing in there.
Very well.
Okay. I go. I listen over at this door?
Yeah, go ahead, give me a perception check.
Fantastic. 8.
You don't hear anyone.
All right, I'm gonna try to open the door, please.
Great. Do you try and do it quietly?
Yes, I do. 19.
Okay. As quiet as you are about this, it is still a open door, which, as the room is revealed, is enough to set this figure off. And can you give me a dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity for spells and other magical effects.
It is a
Either
spell.
spell or magical. Okay. And I'm gonna do it one more time. Okay, I will take the 21, please.
Cool. So the sacred flame that comes down on you, you're able to
Yeah.
dodge out of the way, but we are rolling an initiative here.
Oh crap. Can I say, uh-oh, there's somebody in here, and I don't think she likes me.
He. All right. So. That's gonna be Thirstwell first. After Thirstwell. Let's that. Then Magda. Haven, and then I believe Mel has the higher initiative modifier between Mel and Saren.
I've
Got
got
a +5.
I've got a 1.
I felt good about my intuition.
Faye, what does a mist sacred flame look like?
A shot of light comes down and the person dodges out of it. It's
Got it.
different than a targeted effect because it is a save.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
So,
So we probably would have seen that sacred flame
Oh.
as well.
yeah, you would have seen the flare of light. And as it is now. Let me just move this a little bit so that way people can see it on stream. So, he is, Thirstwell's turn, going to once again cause, Magda, can you roll me another dexterity saving throw?
Okay, that is 21.
Alright, you're still fine. And in the second part of his turn, he places a hand on himself, and with a shaking voice casts Sanctuary upon him. And then he is going to move over to his bed and disappear underneath it.
Underneath the bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then at the end of his turn,
Yeah.
we've got Magda.
Yeah.
That is going to be
Oh.
a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Alright. That's gonna be 5 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw. As you are stung by this imp.
Yeah.
That is a failed save, which means you will take 11 points of poison damage.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm immune to
She's
being
immune to
poisoned.
poison.
Oh, if you're immune to poison, you only take the piercing.
Thankfully.
But then, Magda, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna shout out. There was a person here just went to hide underneath the bed, but there's an imp. I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna also shout out. I don't even know who you are. I don't know if you are my enemy, but your imp is gotta go. I'm gonna go ahead and swing my short sword at the imp. That's 19 to hit the imp. And
Yep.
for a total of 5 points of damage.
Cool.
And I'm gonna say because I was checking the chest and everything else, I put both of my weapons away. So that's the only thing I can do. End the turn. Crap. Can I? No, that's a dexterity. If I back up, that's an opportunity attack. Oh crap! That's it. End the turn.
Alright. With that, it is, Haven, your turn.
Can I see this imp that Magda's talking about?
Not from where you're currently at, but if you move closer to where Saren or Magda is standing, you might be able to see it, because it is within the door. Yeah,
About
from
there?
there, for sure.
Alright. Haven's gonna round the corner, and he doesn't like imps. He's gonna take his javelin out again and try and throw it and spear this imp against a wall. I know the wall's far away, but he's still gonna try.
Alright.
Let's see. Where's javelins? There they are. That's a natural 20 to hit the imp. For the first one's a 3, so I think that's the true roll. 12
Yeah.
piercing damage.
Cool. You're going to cool. So yeah, it does pierce this thing. It wouldn't get quite so far as the wall, but you would see that it's now struggling to fly from a torn wing because of the javelin.
Nice.
So I'll say that it has now half movement.
I moved, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Gonna continue to move down the hall the other way. Just to, in case something decides to come out that door.
Okay.
That I have not seen before.
All right. With that, it is Meliodas, your turn.
Hey, well, it is my first round of combat, so I have an extra 10 feet of movement. I think I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to start off, and then I would like to bonus action move my hunter's mark onto the imp,
Yeah.
and then I would shoot it. Cool. I'm gonna shoot it with my longbow. That's the 9.
A 9 unfortunately misses.
However, because it is the first round of combat, I get an extra attack. I'm gonna try that again.
Heck yeah.
And this time, it's a 22 to hit,
The 22 will hit.
and it does extra damage
Ooh.
on a hit. Since it's my extra special Gloomstalker, so it's gonna be 9, plus another d8, plus another d6 for Hunter's Mark. So 9 and 11 is 20 points of damage.
The imp bubbles away into this red, blood tar-like mixture and drops. And
then I'll use my last 10 feet to move over this way.
all right, and then it is Saren's turn
We're still in initiative.
for now.
Saren's going to enter the room.
Okay.
And Magda said someone dove under the bed, and they didn't. Did Magda say that they didn't know who it was, right?
Right.
I'm gonna make a general intelligence check.
Okay.
You think a 14 would be enough to figure out if one of the rooms was Mortlock and this guy we don't know, that would be the other brother?
I'd say that with a 14, that's a fair assessment, seeing that not only were you met with a figure that you don't recognize, that figure also had an imp here.
He's the imp guy.
Yeah. Thirstwell, you would remember his name.
Come out, Thirstwell, and surrender. Make like an intimidation or a persuasion check.
I'd say
As
intimidation.
my action.
Yeah,
Intimidation.
I'd say an intimidation here.
18.
I'll keep your 18 in mind. Anything else on your turn, sir?
That's it.
Alright. It is Thirstwell's go, and he'll crawl out from under the bed with his hands up. You can still feel that there is some sort of magic around him. He did cast Sanctuary on himself. He does not drop that. But he's on his knees with his hands up. And it's a strange mix of emotions on his face. But I will say that at this moment, you're no longer bound by initiative.
Where's our friend?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Amric took our friend further into the villa.
And then you should probably perhaps get away while you still have a chance.
Where would he have taken her?
Why should I tell you anything?
Do you want to see what we've done to your guards?
They've already become useless. You've gotten here.
And you were one to dive and hide under the bed.
Yes, I do quite enjoy being alive and unharmed.
Then why do you think you were in a position to threaten us?
Do you know who I am? Do you know who my mother is?
I don't see your mother here. I don't see your guards here. I don't see your imps here.
Wouldn't see my imps. Not until it's too late.
Saren's just looking around. You think this wouldn't be the time to summon more imps if you had them?
Look. I'm no business acumen like Amrit, but we don't have to be enemies. We can help each other. I want
I'm-
freedom. I want to be released. I don't want to be harmed. And I do have information. You've already known of my imps. You know that I know things. Some people don't respect that, but knowledge is power.
Oh, yes, we've gained much knowledge about you from your brother.
Which brother? Both of them are imbeciles. Not quite as smart as I am.
Then I don't think it matters. Well, if you're so smart, tell us where Amric has taken our friend.
Promise me my release, and I'll be cooperative.
Saren kind of looks around at the rest of his party. We'll see if your information can earn it. I suggest you be very forthcoming with what you decide to tell us.
Roll another intimidation check, please.
19.
Okay. I'll keep a 19 in mind. Your friend is probably been taken to the dungeon beneath the villa.
And what else is in the dungeon?
Currently, my mother and Thaddeus Crane. Perhaps other
So-
prisoners.
Are there more guards?
Undoubtedly.
What about imps?
Imps would be the least thing that you need to worry about of infernal nature.
Are there other devils? We've already dispatched several.
None like what is down there.
Have you been down there?
Of course I've been down there.
Well, if you know what it is, then tell us.
A shield. It was relocated from a crypt under the city. My brothers helped me acquire it. They're good at some things, you understand.
I don't understand. How is a shield of infernal nature?
There is a demon, not a demon. There is a devil most powerful trapped inside of it, giving it sentience.
A devil trapped in a shield.
Yes, and I assume my mother is finding a way to release it, because for freedom of its prison, it has promised us Baldur's Gate.
Saren's gonna look around, just make sure everybody's hearing.
That sounds like you might be on the losing end of a bargain, even if you think you get Baldur's Gate.
Is that what happened to El Terrell? Is that why Krieg is here?
I know nothing of what happened specifically in Elturel. I know of the fall, but I don't know what deals or machinations. Krieg would know, being the overseer.
How do we get into the dungeon?
By your legs, of course.
Where's the entrance?
Beyond the kitchen.
Is there only one entrance?
Unless you wish to dig underneath the grounds. Poke a hole through the tunnelways.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, go ahead.
14?
As bratty as this guy's being, he's mainly cagey out of nervousness. He doesn't seem to be hiding any information from you. You still, to him, you're still wild cards. He hasn't been promised his release, so perhaps he is not being as cooperative as he could be.
What all's in this room? I look around for a moment.
As you look around Thirstwell's room, you see there is, of course, a bed. His windows are covered with very drab curtains, as if he's not letting in much light. There is an iron chest with a padlock, a claw-footed iron bathtub, and the fireplace, as well as, I think, he has... No, that's just it. I thought he had a desk in here, but he does not.
Well, I think perhaps we bind you here, investigate this dungeon that you claim, make sure we can find our friend, and then on our way out we will release you.
No. No, you let me go.
Can Saren go peek out those windows?
Sure. From where you're at, which would be about right over this area, you can see there are 6 guards, kind of milling about in the front area, keeping an eye on the gated entrances to the estate.
Well, it seems that if we let you walk out, there's a number of guards out there that might happen to find their way back into us.
They won't.
Why would I believe that?
Have they come to you yet? I'm assuming you've killed the guards out front of my room.
Well, I can see that there's at least 6 outside right now.
And they are
Not dead.
watching entrances, as he's there, given orders by my mother. No one disobeys her orders.
You mean to convince me that if you walked out and said there's intruders on the 2nd floor, they wouldn't rush in here?
If Amric said it, perhaps. But I'm not Amric.
What does that have to do with anything? Amric outranks you?
He does, as a matter of fact. He's mother's favorite, even he doesn't deserve it.
I thought the cat was your mother's favorite.
Can't inherit my mother's empire, as she says it.
Letting you walk past all of your house guards doesn't seem to make a lot of sense for us.
Who says that I'd be leaving the estate? I want my release. I don't want to be here. I'd like to be somewhere safe. And if you are rumbling about, looking for your friend, I have an idea of where I can go.
Where's that?
Why would I tell you?
So you're gonna stay in the estate?
all you have done so far is kill my gods, threaten me so brazenly, and demand information. All I ask is for safety.
You'll be safe right here tied up, and we'll come back and let you out on your way.
I don't believe you.
Well, you think you're gonna walk by that guy? And Saren just kind of points over at Haven.
If you all agree. I've given
How
you
big is that box?
the lockbox?
Yeah.
I mean, it's about the same size as the wooden chest that you'd seen in Mortlock's room.
Is it like 5 feet wide? Is it like 3 feet wide?
I'd say it's maybe like 2 feet wide.
How big is this guy?
He's like super frail. Like he looks sickly. Let me
You
see if
could
I
chop them up into bits and put them in the box.
No, no.
here I can send you a picture of him.
Can I make an intelligence check to determine if he'd fit or not?
Sure.
Also, how airtight is it?
I mean, it seems pretty. It's an iron chest. Like this guy is.
I'll walk over and give it a kick.
It sounds sturdy. But yeah, this guy is like super
Pretty
frail.
airtight.
And
I
seems
rolled it then.
I'd say it seems pretty airtight to you. I mean, it is padlocked, so it definitely seems like a very tight fit.
Alright, alright, Thirstwell. Do you want to be tied up and left in the tub, or tied up and left in the chest?
I'd like neither.
Not an option.
What have I done to deserve this?
You cast a fire spell at my friend there, pointing at Magda, and sicked your imps on her.
The
Also, a
imp
bunch of your imps in the dining room nearly killed me.
They are doing as they should to protect the Van Thamper family.
So am I.
He just sort of gives a it's almost pitiful, his attempt at a glare, as he like his nostrils flare.
So the bathtub then.
I will not deign to play these games. I've given you information, and you have given me nothing in return.
We'll come back and let you go. If what we find that you've told us to be true and complete.
Why would I have need to lie to you? You could easily kill me. There are 4 of you.
Right, that's why I'm giving you the opportunity to walk out with your life. These are the terms.
Again, he attempts to glare at you, but does not give an answer to your question.
Can I go ahead and take out my rope and then I'm gonna cut off like 10 feet of it?
I mean, you can do that.
Yeah.
Sure, Magda, tie him up for us.
Okay.
Alright. You're gonna have to make a survival check because he's going to fight against this.
Does the hunter's plane work?
No, not for this. You're not tracking. This is just tying your rope. Okay, I will keep your 9 in mind.
I do want to point out that Mel has not entered the room. She's staying out in the hall, making sure no one is coming up behind them, and is just listening from the hallway.
Okay.
So he's quote unquote tied up.
Yeah. As far as you can see, he's tied up.
Alright, you want him in the bathtub?
Yeah, let's make sure we tie his hands to his legs.
Oh, fancy things. Okay. I would like to go ahead and. Oh, boy, we're going all fancy. May I go over to the bed, take the covers off the bed, and then I want to go ahead and cut off like a bit of sheets, and then I'm gonna tie his eyes, and then I'm gonna tie his mouth, gag him, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the bathtub, and I want to go ahead and put the bed quilt thing over the bathtub just because I'm bored.
Cool.
I mean,
So
just
you're gonna
because
smother
it's
him.
my thing
Great.
to do. He'll be fine.
Sure. He's gagged and has a heavy quilt over top of him. He'll be fine.
All right. That's. I make sure there's a little hole. He can breathe.
That's not how that works at all, but sure.
I poke a bunch of little slits into the bed hole so he can breathe.
Have you... This is a comforter. It's not like a sheet. Like, it's thick.
There's air trapped inside the bathtub. Fine, I will forego the bath quilt comforter.
You working on a craft project in there, Magda?
No. Yeah, sorry. Okay, let's go.
Well, what's in this chest? Do we want to have a look?
Sure, I go in and
You
Care about
can't
his
open
chest.
it. It's padlocked.
Oh, can I search him?
Sure.
Investigation.
It would be an investigation.
yeah, we should have probably
17.
searched him before, so.
He's squirming and through the gag, attempting to call you all sorts of obscenities. But you would find a small, key under his robes.
Can I use it on the chest?
You can. You see...
Yeah, what's in there?
You see a puzzle box.
A puzzle box.
Mm-hmm. There's also a jumble of wrinkled clothes, red wax candles, quills, blank sheets of parchment and ink, and some other things that you can find. But we do have an ad break coming up here, so we'll be right back and see what all is in our chest. Right. You guys have tied up Thirstwell and thrown him in the bathtub. You also stole from him a key to his padlock for his chest. And as you're opening it up, you've got these wrinkled garments, his clothes, perhaps. There's red wax candles, quills, sheets of parchment that are blank. There's ink. There is the puzzle box that sits atop the garments, and a wooden coffer as well.
What's a coffer? Something like a bank box?
It's a box. It's another box.
Yeah. Well, can we open it?
Do you want to open the coffer?
I
Not
shake it
me.
first. What does it sound like?
It sounds like there's some sort of vial in there that if you continue shaking might break.
Oh, that's not a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna walk away from my companions to a corner, and then I'm going to go ahead and open it facing the wall.
Cool. There seems to be a pouch filled with coin, based on the shape and rumpling of it, a potion of a red liquid, and a black-covered tome that is titled Apocalyptic.
I go ahead and bring the whole entire box over to Sarah. Here you go.
What is this?
I don't know.
Well, this looks like a bag of gold
Yeah,
And silver.
and there's a
and
and
silver.
a book, and then there's
Electrum.
a vial of something.
You bring up that E word in my game again, I swear to God.
It's been like months since I've said it. I had to.
And Saren had reached for the puzzle box. Can we tell what the red liquid vial is?
That looks to be a potion of healing.
Oh. Well, this is very useful, Magda. And then this book, does it seem arcane in nature?
As you flip through it, it does not seem arcane in nature. In fact, it looks like poetry.
Does it look like Thirstwell wrote it?
Really?
Oh
No.
my god.
There is no credited author, but it does seem to be in print, so it's not like it's handwritten.
Hmm.
Is that a love poem?
Spending a bit of time reading it, it is a prophecy that envisions the end of the multiverse.
Adorable. Here, Magda, you can have the book. I mean, we can figure this out later, but
Okay.
I'm gonna remove the gag from Thirstwell's mouth and hold up the puzzle box and be, what is this?
So
I
you
should
take the
remove
blind
his
fight off?
gag. Yeah. His gag.
Sure.
As he looks at it, some sort of puzzle box that Krieg brought.
All right, we'll ask him more when we find him, and then I'll place the blindfold back on and put his mouth gag back on.
What is your AC, by the way?
12.
No. +1.
That includes the 12.
So, he does attempt to try and bite you as you put the gag back on, but he is unable to.
Can I see if I can make the ropes any tighter because he was rude?
Sure. Survival check.
13.
Cool. I'll keep your 13 in mind.
All right. All right, Thirstwell, you stay here nice and comfortable, and we'll be back after we verify that you've told us everything about what we may find in the dungeon. You've told us everything, right?
There's just grumbling from beneath the gag.
Very good, and I'll pat him on his head, and then I think... all right, everyone, I think we're good in here.
I think so, Corvus.
And what was Mel doing?
So once there wasn't really any conversation to be paying attention to in the room, Mel was going to be searching the bodies / corpses in the hallway to see if they have anything on them like correspondence or coins or anything, that they probably don't need anymore.
Roll for me an investigation check.
All right. 13 plus 0.
No coin that you're finding here. Perhaps, there is some sort of barracks or guard post where they've got lockers that keep their most valuable stuff. You do find a piece of paper in one of their pockets, but it is not any sort of correspondence. It's a reminder to the guard to pick up groceries after his shift.
Is that from the dead
I
one or the one, the
hesitate
unconscious
to
one?
ask. Yeah.
Let me roll and find out.
It's messed up, Faye.
That is one of the ones that has perished.
Oh.
Specifically, the
Yeah,
one
no.
that's all crispy and burnt.
What? He had to come.
Mel We'll just hand the piece of paper to Haven.
What do you want me to do with this?
Who's gonna get the groceries now, Haven?
Not this full. Not my fault that he can't take a little bit of fire. Shouldn't have been on guard duty then.
I guess I'll also check the guy that got pulled over the banister and got his head smashed into the tile. See if
Uh.
he's got any correspondence.
No correspondence. But you do find a small necklace with an icon of Bane.
Interesting. I will head back upstairs and be, hey guys, this looks familiar.
Unfortunately.
What's the icon of pain?
A blackfish.
Oh.
I will
Those are
say
the
that
Kind of Bay Knight.
yeah, I will say that you did have to search for it. It was hidden under the armor, so it wasn't something that perhaps this figure was displaying. But you did find that.
Definitely another sign that we're in the right direction.
All right, are we going
The
down
right
to the
direction is
kitchen?
downstairs.
Should we check any of these other rooms quickly? There may be more useful items.
No.
Median says yes, but I don't know if we have time.
What else would there be? What is your time limit here?
No, the life of the person that we're looking for, I guess.
Why do you have reason to believe Rhea's life is in danger?
Oh, I don't know. She was taken to a dungeon.
Right. Well, we have agreed to come back up here and let Thirstwell out. I'm sure someone would find him eventually, but we can move on. That makes sense.
Do you think we're gonna have time when we're on our way out of here to come up and release this guy? I have a feeling our exit is probably gonna be not a leisurely one. But
Well, our lives are worth more
someone
than
will
what
find
could be
him.
here.
It's fine. He'll be fine. Someone will find him.
Good enough for me.
Saren, you should have a new item in your backpack, by the way. Not that you know all the details, but
I see it and I'm scared of it.
don't be. It's just a puzzle box.
No, there's an adjective in front of that.
You don't know that adjective. You know it's a puzzle box.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's go through the kitchen. I'm gonna throw up.
So. As you make your way back down to the kitchen, how are you planning to handle the chef?
What if she's
We
not there?
don't want to involve the maid. Right? You still want to be in the form of the maid? Well,
For now, yeah, because the chef didn't see us kill anybody.
right.
I just
Okay.
Thirstwell knew some shenanigans was happening, so I didn't want the connection to be made there. But for now on, I don't want them to know what my face looks like, so I'm perfectly happy to keep
Okay.
using this disguise for as long as I can.
Yep. Okay. So, Saren, what are we doing with the cup?
We just push through.
Okay,
We flash a weapon. They're not. What are they gonna raise a ladle to us?
right. All right, I'm gonna have both of my swords out, and I go, I hope she doesn't cry out. I go through the door.
Saren's following.
What did I tell you? Out of my kitchen! Oh,
What's in the other side of this door?
what are you doing coming through here? Barbarians preparing your weapons in a kitchen.
Is there
Yeah,
any?
like you don't have any knives. Go ahead.
Is there anything on this this table on the south side that I'm standing by?
Yeah, some, uh, it looks like there are chopped up vegetables that have been partially roasted, as well as minced meat that is being marinated in some sort of liquid mixture.
I'm just gonna kind of glare at the cook with my hand on my sword and just use my other hand to knock some of the meat onto the floor for slobber chops.
As soon as you
love it.
do that, Slobber Chops kind of gets up and will go to enjoy it.
And I'm gonna just grab a slice of whatever on the table and go, it needs more salt. And I
Dang.
try to open this door.
Yeah, you open the door easily. And you see that this is a pantry. You've got all sorts of food that's been stored here. That's just storage.
Anything, Magda?
Yeah, just storage.
I open the northern door.
And this one you see reveals a pathway down, and the cook says, "You're not supposed to go down there without a Van Thamper."
Our Van Tamper is waiting below, and Saren's gonna walk into the door.
As Saren, you are going to walk down. You feel a presence hit your shoulder as Slobber Chops
Oh.
settles on your shoulder.
Oh.
Oh, that's so cute.
Maybe the cat counts as a Van Thamper.
Yeah.
We should probably go down nice and quiet, right?
I think that makes sense.
Okay.
Saren's gonna wait where he is, so other people go.
I'm gonna
Before
go.
she leaves the kitchen, Mel is gonna look at the chef in abject terror and be like, "I'm so sorry. They said they would kill me," and then just follow after them.
Okay.
Haven, did you want to go down first?
No, I'm gonna force the maid, aka Mel, through the door, like we're
Okay.
being an escort for her.
Okay.
And then just kind of listen at the bottom of the stairs.
Well, I'm actually going to.
Switch map.
Oh,
TPK. The building collapses.
I'm so nervous.
Don't be.
I'm not new here, Faye.
You don't need to worry.
Did Face on it say something about a ship
I don't think so.
that was brought in from with Krieger?
No, there was a
Okay.
puzzle box.
No,
And
I thought there was. Okay.
There was a shield that was stolen.
Shield. Okay. And I heard ship instead of a shield.
Get the box. Oh no.
Krieg stole the shield?
No.
Van
Okay,
Tamper
tell me
Brothers.
what the shield. Van Temper Brothers stole a shield. From
They
who?
took it from some underground location. Did they say it was like a tomb or
A crypt.
a crypt?
Oh. That's interesting.
The shield is what has the devil in it.
The shield is what has the devil in it.
There's a devil? How much did I miss?
Apparently a
I'm so
lot.
crooked.
Um,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Alright, so I know that it's all black for right now. Let me... I'm fighting with my,
Dead mouse.
my
You
dying
forgot to get
mouse.
the battery, did ya?
I'll get the batteries.
I cast Spare the Dying.
That's not gonna help here. It's not a creature.
Then they can't die!
Oh my god. How big is this underground map?
It's pretty big.
Huge.
Oh no. I'm so upset.
Why are you upset? So, there's not really anything to listen down here, as it just opens up into a room.
Are we moving quietly?
Would you like to roll a stealth roll to move quietly?
So badly.
Roll
I'm
it.
not quiet. What are you talking about?
Okay, and then... As I reveal this, do I need to have any tokens on this board?
No.
You say that. Alright, so
You ask. What's this thing on my shoulder?
a tressum.
Stand by. A cat with wings.
A cat with wings.
Okay. So,
So-
when I find at the bottom of the thing, I just poke my head out. What do I see?
You see that there are 4 stone pillars bracing the 10-foot-high vaulted ceiling of the dry cellar. The walls are lined by dozen barrels on wooden braces. You see half the barrels have brass spigots that have been tapped into them. There's also 2 stacks of wooden crates, one in the middle of the room and one by the southern wall.
Okay. And what's the lighting situation?
Believe that it is dim lighting in here.
Okay. So I have a night vision. Okay. And then I see 2 doors.
You would see 2 doors.
Okay. Gonna come back and go. Okay. So I tell them exactly what I see, and I said, there are 2 doors, but I don't see anybody else in here though. What do I hear if I put my ear next to this door?
Roll a what's it called? Perception.
11.
You don't hear anything.
Oh. Okay, I don't hear anything on this door. That door?
You don't hear anything.
Okay. So I don't hear anything over there either. Okay, so what should we do?
Is there any signs of like footprints in the dust or anything?
It seems surprisingly not terribly dusty down here. Seems that maybe there is some sort of cleaning crew, maybe, or that there seems frequent travel.
You're welcome.
Well, your pick of doors, Magda. I think you've become the designated door opener.
Okay. Can I try to twist the hinges? Does it move? Does it open?
Yeah, it opens. Why wouldn't it open?
I'm gonna very carefully open it and poke my head in.
Sure. Would you like to make a sleight of hand roll?
Amazing.
Cool. You see a tunnel.
Oh. Okay, I'm afraid for these green dotty thingamajigs, Faye.
Don't be. Those are lanterns. Those provide light.
Oh.
They're not landmines.
One way to find out. No, they're
Go toward
lanterns.
it.
Okay. And still dim light, yeah?
No, with lanterns they are well lit.
Oh. And I don't hear anything?
I mean, you hear water running.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna carefully go in and then poke my head around the corner to the right.
Cool. There's a tunnel.
I poke my head to the left.
There's a tunnel.
I do the boogie woogie. Is it like men built, like sewer system or drainage system?
You are looking at sewers.
Ew. And is there any footprints or anything that I see?
Nope. There's just smooth, stone trenches where, water and waste flow through the channels. The trenches are 4 foot wide, they're 3 foot deep. There are some stone bridges that span them every so often, and a ledge on either side about 3 feet wide.
And I'm assuming the smell's not the greatest, right?
It definitely smells like a sewer.
Great. No. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Before we go too far, I'll go to the other door. Can I try to open the door?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I try to open it nice and quietly. What's in there?
It's a wine cellar.
Oh. Are there wines in this room?
Yeah, it's a wine cellar. That's how you know.
Is there a thing that says, what was it, Baldur's Grape?
No, but you do see that there's more than 200 bottles here, displayed on 7 foot tall wooden racks.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a bottle, stick it in my pack, and then I'm gonna go out and say, okay, that was just wine storage. Okay.
Could you roll for me as you grab one?
Uh-oh.
Could you roll for me 2d100?
This could be a lot of damage.
80 and 15.
Cool. You just have a common wine.
Okay, that's fine. Not that I know. I don't care. Okay, and then I'm gonna go and... Okay, so this is a sewer tunnel. It goes to the left and the right. Which way should we go first?
Which
I
way?
thought that Thirstwell said something about their dungeon. Why do you think that their dungeon would be in the sewers?
Yeah. Can we check maybe for secret passages out of the main chamber before we go trudging through the
That's
doors
so
again?
smart.
Yeah, why don't you give me a investigation roll?
Can I look in the wine cellar specifically?
Yeah.
I want to investigate one of these piles of crates to see if they're covering anything.
Would you like to start with that one?
Yes.
Okay. So, there is no secret tunnels that any of you find. But Haven, as you go to move the topmost crate, its lid bursts up. And 3 devilish figures pop out of the crate. You've seen these devils before, or at least one of them, with Amric on Low Lantern.
Oh, crap.
And we will be picking up with our combat in our next session. So, thank you to our players for playing this evening. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. I'll see you all in our next stream, but until then, head over to wildwitch.com, check us out there. Join us in our Discord if you want to jump in a game yourself or keep up to date with all of our announcements. You can follow us on Twitch for all of our live streams or head over to YouTube to check out our VODs. But as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.